I have on my mind Noah Ricken again. He's not in the same trouble he was in before. I was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, year 2006 in the summer. I know Noah Ricken from the year 1993, 1994 school year. United States history class at Homestead High School in Mequon, Wisconsin. In the year 2006, I used the telephone and there was Noah Ricken on the phone, but I didn't dial the phone. And I don't know where he was at the time of the call. I don't know who called who. I don't know if his phone called my phone or if the phone I was using called his phone. There were other people in the house, and I don't afford that. Um, there are other people in the world when there's a sexual abuse of myself. Noah Ricken is someone who sexually abused myself in 1993, 1994 school year. What happened after that was Noah Ricken followed me to University of Wisconsin, but I don't know why because he told me not to go there. So if this is the creator speaking in Noah Ricken, who is that? What is that? Because he told me not to go to University of Wisconsin-Madison, so why would I run into Noah Ricken there? I did run into him at La Ciel Apartments. And on State Street once. That was later. La Ciel Apartments was in 1996, 1997, 1997. Uh-huh. January maybe. And then the time I saw him on State Street, I think was in 1999. I had a nervous breakdown in 1997 after I saw Noah Ricken in La Ciel Apartments, but not about him on my mind. I don't really care that he was in the apartment, but I do want to know why he was there because why is he in Madison, Wisconsin is the question. Didn't he say he said to me not to go there and I wasn't expecting him when I went to the apartment? So is that the creator in there? I get that, but what are the chances of me seeing Noah Ricken again? He doesn't have a home. I don't have a home either. I wouldn't be seeing Noah Ricken again for that reason. So, what's the problem with Grace? I don't have Grace to report here. I got deported because the creator of Noah Ricken wants to have I'll have what you're having, give me your keys and get out privileges, and I don't think that they apply. In the year 2006, I didn't dial the phone, and I was surprised to get a phone call with Noah Ricken, and he didn't have anything to offer me. He didn't have any keys for me. So why was he on the phone? He didn't ask me to come over and give him any keys. I'm not a landlord. I'm somebody who doesn't have a home, and he apparently knew that. He knew that I didn't have a home in the year 2006, and he was on the phone call. What does that have to do with me? Does the creator of Noah Ricken have a problem? Wow, what kind of problem would he possibly have? And that I would know about it. I don't think the creator of anybody who's not myself, whoever that is, whoever needs to be in this low world, I don't think he needs anything from me. I don't have any expectation of a problem with the creator because he doesn't have any problems with myself. If I was a landlord and I had a lot of extra keys, I might need to pay them out, but that shouldn't be a problem. I don't have any extra keys. I'm not a landlord. I'm somebody who's always homeless and I always need a place to stay. because I always live with people who don't want to live with me, and they don't have a problem with that, and neither do I, do I? Because it's better to have something than nothing, right? The creator of everybody who's not myself, he just wants me to understand that it's better to have something when you're alive than have nothing while alive is alive. Does he know how to end alive? Because I'm not going to help him with that either. I live in North Las Vegas park system in Thruts, and if the creation of myself stops in North Las Vegas park system, I'll die there. That's fine. That's where I'm willing to stay in my leverage. I don't really listen to who put me there personally. I don't blame them personally. That is where my leverage died. I'm here involuntarily making these videos about the creator of everybody who's not myself, that he is called Creator 8, like creator number 8. Does he know me? Because I'm here because everybody here is here to be I don't know, Jewish or Christian, and they're trying to know their God and I guess die when they die. But the way I see it when I'm younger is that you're really not due near myself. And as I got older, I'm just looking around for what I need for myself. I always don't have what I need. I always have to pray to myself for what I need because I don't have a God I can pray to give me what I need, but I have needs. And I still have to qualify. When I say I have needs, I have sexual needs. Since I'm full height is really not fair to me. That's the Creator 8 having stolen everything I need for myself and told me that I don't have a God who would give it to me. That's very interesting because I don't need to be in this low world if I don't have what I need, and I still wake up in the morning, and he wants me to take care of that for my God above myself. Sure, by getting employment, I guess, but that's extortion, and I do leave employment when the extortion is done because I know when it's done. I think the Creator 8 doesn't know when it's done because I see where I have done extortion that people continue on in the workplace when I'm done there. Well, they're doing extortion of that I left, and that's not due. DUE. I haven't made any statements to the creator about me being angry in any of the motions because he threatens me all the way to the need of myself, that I need myself. I don't have anything to say other than over or apart or around or about that I need myself. And that's not selfish. That is really being silent. That I really have nothing to say is silence right there. I don't speak about you. But I would like my chance in the afterlife and to speak for myself that I do have things to say if you don't take all of my keys and talk to me about myself. I want to report to you that I know you've been doing that and that you don't all know each other. But you sort of know that about your Creator 8, that everybody in Creator 8 knows how to take my keys and talk to me about myself, and I don't have a home in that sense. What are you talking to me about if I don't have any keys? That's you trying to walk me away from yourself that you have my keys. And you know who I am, and you have my keys. Yeah. I'm the soul of the superior founder, is the owner of all the keys. If they fit, they're my keys. And if you're on the outside of the buildings are mine from the outside because I'm the founder of what a building is, what a house is. I'm the founder of the world, what rivers are, what lakes are. I'm founder of all of that. And I'm in this God form. And I'm just very small. If you ask me, who are you? I say, I'm the soul. But I don't say that really because they really don't ask. It's true that they don't have enough mind after having stolen my keys to ask me who I am and whose keys have they stolen. Is that the Creator 8 who's doing that? Because they don't all know each other. But they know that I don't have a home. They are reliable. They can take my keys and they know they don't have a risk that I would fight back with them because they don't have a home. Well, I would like to say that in Superior Founder. I think I can say it just like I'm saying it here on the camera. They're not supposed to talk back to me. But wouldn't it be interesting to hear what they have to say? Are they going to say, well, I'm the Creator 8, so I know how to be myself that way? That's not an excuse because I have a lot of time and space that has happened in Alive. I'm counting 45 years of Alive now, but that wasn't true at the time that I lost the keys. It could have been 10 years, it could have been 3 years, it could have been 1 year, it could have been 15 years, or all the time with Charles to all those apartments keys. I needed keys when I had none at all because I'm not allowed to live with somebody else. My lease is that I'm supposed to live alone. That's my lease with my mom. And she didn't pay the rent. Fine, she didn't pay the rent, but I was going to pay it to save myself. And I didn't have the opportunity because is that Creator 8 looking for me? Does he know that Donna's not paying the rent in Donna Body and somebody else wants to come in and don't pay the rent? Well, I would like to say that to the creator of those bodies, that I know what the threats are from my point of view that I made because I don't know you as Creator 8 and that everybody knows everybody. I made threats that you don't know everybody. I made threats that you don't know who I am because there are all the charges. If you have keys that belong to myself, you don't know who I am because you're legally blind. And then if you are charging me money for money that's to be appointed to myself, if you're a bank teller or if you're supposed to be a bank teller and pay out money to myself, I know who you are. Ann Denise, I know you're a bank teller, you're due to give me money. And CHERYL, you're a bank teller, you're due to give me money. Joel and Myra, if you're a bank teller, you're due to give me money. And I know they've gone on to do other things and that they spent money on themselves, but like what? Is that just because it looks like you're just tying up the money so that I don't have it, and yet you don't know why the world is so big with 500,000 human beings shunts and alive at a time, or 30 billion altogether. You don't know why that is. You don't actually care that that's going on around you, and you don't have a life without it. And I do hold alive of everyone who's not myself, and you still have the responsibility of my property to pay it out to myself, and you don't. I want to say that to you in Superior Founder, that I know you've been doing that. I want to say that is the place to tell you because it's not safe to tell you in Alive, not in the middle of the commission that you're doing. Why aren't you in prison? I would ask you that in Superior Founder. Why aren't you in prison for that? I'm putting this video on the internet, but I'm assuming that people, if anybody sees it, they will not be anyone that I know who is holding my keys against myself and not paying out banking for the charges that are already in view. Why don't you want me to pay the charges? Are you going to pay charges with the money? Why am I not paying charges with the money? Why don't you know whose money it is? That's you being Creator 8 and you know whose money it is, and you're in the God form body of somebody who owes the money and you don't know whose money it is in that God form body. What? That's me needing to say that to you in Superior Founder, and I need the money elsewhere. Well, in Superior Founder, I'm going to be talking to you about money, but I'm going to be talking to you about that you don't have any money ahead of you. You don't have that the world would be formed again for you. Well, that's not an interesting place to talk about money. That's you saying to me, yeah, I don't care anymore because I'll never see money again. What did Noah Ricken owe me? He sexually abused myself. He doesn't owe me anything. He owes himself in a morgue. I wouldn't accept money from him. And he's not even as mentally unstable as Donna, who tries to give out money about myself. Noah Ricken doesn't give out any money about myself, which is good because he sexually abused myself and I don't want to have to turn down the money. I need it elsewhere. Is Creator 8 still listening? Are you in there somewhere? Creator 8, whatever you are, that knows Noah Ricken's not going to give me any money. What's the sexual abuse for? How'd you get cooperation? Do you think I'm some kind of a sucker? I would like to say that to you in Superior Founder. What is it that you think? You can put Noah Ricken's penis in my mouth and I'm a sucker. I don't get anything for it. There's nothing in it for me. Well, I'm not a male, so I can't do that to him. I don't have any keys as a landlord, so I don't owe him any keys. I don't owe him any banking because he owes it to myself. And actually, he doesn't owe me anything that way. So what's the sexual abuse for? I can't wait to ask you that in Superior Founder. He didn't give me anything for it. He's a 15-year-old boy. I didn't sexually abuse himself myself. He did it one way against myself, but he threatened to put his penis erection that he exposed to myself, he threatened to put it in my mouth. No, I'm not going to jail for you. That's all you want to know? I have parents for that. My parents are also that threat. But you're not a landlord to me. You're just a 15-year-old boy who has no money, and you're looking for me to give you everything I need for myself at age 15. Why didn't you ask my parents? You don't want to acknowledge that I'm a kid too. He's after that I have a driver's license. I have a driver's license, but I don't have insurance. Not really. There is insurance, but it's clear that I don't have insurance. If you're asking me for the car, that I don't have insurance, that's you saying I don't have insurance. So what are you talking about? You want me to give you a car? Do you want me to get in trouble with my parents and I don't have a home? That's you needing to say that to my parents, because you're overlapping the threatening that they're feeding myself, and they're threatening me that they're feeding me. You're threatening me that you won't. That's me taking the feeding. So who's the creator of that? I can't wait to see you in Superior Founder. I can't wait to tell you what I have to say is really not mentally ill. I'm not alone in myself. I'm not just talking to a camera. That there is somebody who really did this to me. I can't wait till you admit it. Are you mentally ill after hiding it from year 1993, 1994, all the way until 2025? Are you mentally ill like you don't remember? You don't know who you hurt. Are you the creator of all the strangers who are not myself? 500,000 at a time? Are you the creator of any of them? And you're finally going to admit that you're big enough to create all of them, and you're in one body, Noah Ricken, who made this much trouble. Do you know that he hurt me? Do you remember which one of the 500,000 people hurt me? If I said it to you, would you say, oh, would you be surprised? Are you as surprised as I am that I got hurt? Are you mentally ill? I want to know who and what you are. I'm not going all the way up to myself right away, because that's where I know who you are. You don't have that paid for. I would if there wasn't a problem, but I'm stuck in this body because of what you did to me. You sexually abused my body, and I'm stuck in it. And you're going to be so fascinated. You want to know what it's like to be fascinated? Fascinated as myself. If you want to know what it's like to be fascinated, I'm going to see. What do you think is fascinating? What's fascinating about how you hurt me? I want to know how you're going to admit it, that you hurt me in so many ways. And then I'm going to tell you that I think it's more. I think you're also not true about how many ways you would have hurt me, because you had something to lose. I tried to get Noah Ricken to offer me something when I was on the phone with him. He's supposed to offer me something as God that I need. I didn't have him on the phone call, even from God, handing me the phone, and I didn't dial the phone. I didn't have him on the phone call because I just wanted to tell him that I love him. I had him on a phone call because I needed food, clothing, and shelter for the rest of my life. And all he needed was to hang up on me. That's how I need to know the creator in that body. It's not true you didn't owe me something that day. It's true that you owed me, offer me, a house with food in there. And it's Noah Ricken's sexual abuse, and I was sexually abused so bad already by Charles Toe, I might have accepted a house from Noah Ricken under certain conditions that it'd be my house. That means I'd be willing to accept the key from him because I didn't have a home at all. Because of Cheryl, Cheryl, she was, I don't know, in the house when I got this phone call, and I don't really trust her. So I have to know if I have an extra house to go to just in case I have to leave the house where Cheryl is. Well, she didn't leave. She should have left with Mitch and with the 3 kids that were in the house, so I could have the house to myself. Do you know that I was born without anyone in my house? Is thus me needing to say that to the Creator 8. I need to see you in the afterlife, in Superior Founder, and I have to tell you, I was born alone inside of a house. There was nobody there but me, but you have this problem where you don't believe me, or you don't trust me. Which is it? You don't believe me because those bodies don't know who I am, or you don't believe me because you're in the commission of a crime, felony against myself, that you're not paying out keys to myself. And now that lands me in the next question, which is, why don't you pay out keys to myself if you're not going to jail anyway? You want me to pay charges of a realtor that I can get an empty house from a realtor? I just have to have enough money saved up to pay a realtor. I don't have enough money saved up to pay for the food, and I don't have walking to where I could see a house with a realtor if I don't have food. Do you know that about you? You know I can't pay the charges of a realtor because I don't have the money. How do you know that I don't have the money? How does the Creator 8 know that I don't have any money to pay a realtor? Because I don't have my original house and I don't need a realtor that way. That's very interesting. Where do you think I live? Does anybody else have this kind of thing to say to the camera and post it on the internet? Anybody else in Creator 8 have this problem? No, that Creator 8 is all paid for. Everybody has what they need. Because you're all doing prison is what I'm saying at this point. That means I ascended my leverage all the way until I'm disclosing prison, and you didn't ascend your leverage to make sure that you're deceased in case I disclose my leverage. I'm saying that right here, that I know Creator 8 well enough. I can't stop him from sexually abusing myself. I can't stop him from taking my keys and talking to me about myself and telling me that I don't have a home and that I should leave him alone. Yep, does he have my keys and I should leave him alone at my own expense? And everything that I've done for myself expires at the end of the day when I fall asleep and I don't have money saved up for tomorrow. I have parents. I still have parents. Yep, I have expenses, but I don't have any way to pay the charges. And yet I'm disclosing my leverage. I'm none higher than me deceased. And I've been saying that for 2.5 years. Yep. And I still don't have myself deceased out of the form world because of what he did to this God form. But he's okay is not true. I'm disclosing my leverage and you're not feeling threatened that I'm disclosing my leverage. You don't just panic and pack up everything and stay as far away from me as possible because I'm going to move the door locking. No, you don't believe me. I will see you in Superior Founder about that.